Good morning.
Good morning.
We are just preparing to leave this beautiful spot on our way to Nanthwhich. Looks like the cruise is going to be a lot of countryside. Packing everything up. Ready for a good day. Hello, I'm Adam.
I'm Lauren.
And this is Shanti. We all live together on board our 59-foot narrowboat.
Join us as we show you what our day-to-day life is like living on the British waterways.
Is this what you want? Up there? Down there? To the left? To the right?
We're on our way to Nanthwhich.
We are indeed, and you know what's in Nanthwhich?
What?
A Sainsbury's, so we can get our peanut butter.
Pippa peanut butter!
We've been without our peanut butter now for like 2 days. We had to have jam in our porridge yesterday.
It was actually really nice.
It was actually a really nice
day.
day.
Again today.
It's about 9 a.m. We're trying to do this thing at the moment where we don't eat till 10 a.m. to give our bellies a rest. So we thought we'd wake up, blue sky, go on a cruise, get to Nanthwhich and see what happens there. I'm now cruising the boat. Lauren is on breakfast duty. But we're running out of oats as well, so we definitely need to go shopping today. These boats have a great spot. There's even picnic benches. You can have your dinner and lunch outside. So we were just about to eat our breakfast when we spotted all along the towpath these benches. So we thought, why not pull the boat in for 10 minutes, have our breakfast in the sunshine and carry on. There's also nothing better than when these rings are already on the towpath, because we can just tie our boat up here, otherwise we have to peg in or put some chains. Two happy bellies, breakfast with a view. So we just got to a lock, and often near the locks there'll be a little bit of history, and I found this really interesting. So this lock was actually built in 1827, and as it's surrounded by farmland, it was basically used to help serve the local farming community and the grain mills. But as it says here, this peaceful scene also hides what was once a secret facility that stood at the forefront of Britain's preparation for nuclear war. So there must be some kind of hidden building somewhere that was either preparing to hide people during the war, I guess. So we moored up in this new spot, and we actually cruised further away than we thought. So the car is now 5 miles away, and she's prepping to run back to the car. You pumped and ready? Lauren and Shanti are going on a run while I clean the boat. You got this. Good morning. You can really feel the seasons are starting to change. I love this time of year when in the morning the sky always seems to be blue, but you can feel it's getting that bit colder. I really like it. Lauren's gone away for the weekend to visit her family, so it's just me and Shanti on the boat. I've got quite a bit of work to catch up on, so it's going to be nice to, spend the weekend alone with Shanti on the boat. You know, when you're in like a relationship but you live on the boat with someone and you're both self-employed, it's sometimes hard to remember to have that kind of individual time. So we've been trying to make more space for if one of us has a weekend plan to just go alone. And then it's nice to miss each other again, you know. Lauren and I are like really used to spending a lot of time together. I actually had a dream last night. It was more like a flashback from part of the trip that Lauren and I did. So before we bought the boat, Lauren and I set ourselves this, I guess, target to hitchhike from London to Asia. Neither of us had ever hitchhiked before. We were just inspired by this couple that we followed on YouTube, actually. I remember we left and we just put our thumb out on the side of the road for the first time and was like, is anyone ever gonna pick us up? But then it was this 3-year journey. We ended up crossing 26 borders by land. And part of the dream last night was just remembering like the amount of people that picked us up in all these different countries that just showed us this unbound kindness. And not only would they pick us up, they'd then invite to take us for lunch. Many a time they'd invite us to go back to their homes and like spend the night with their family and sleep in their homes. And this happened everywhere from, you know, Holland to Albania to Montenegro to Romania to Turkey to right on the border of Iran. And yeah, it's crazy now. It was a few years ago and sometimes I kind of forget about that journey we did. And it's so nice to be reminded of it and just remember really the human kindness that can happen on like a person-to-person level. You know, the world can feel like a really scary place sometimes when you're like watching the news or listening to the media. But I've found personally when you actually just get out there and you're on ground level interacting with people, like people's natural reaction is to be really kind to you. So yeah, it's really cool to remember that this morning. Just about to wash all these dirty dishes. I have some visitors. Good morning, guys. How are we today? I think they're hoping for some food, but I've been told I'm not meant to feed them bread, I'm meant to feed them oats. But I don't have any oats for me, guys, so there's none spare today. Oh, uninterested then. I see how it is. I'm trying to get some work done today, but this one is being very needy. Keeps making like squealing noises at the chair until I let him come and sit next to me. I think he might miss Lauren, but she's back in a few hours, so then he'll be happy again. Don't know if he gets this sad when I go away. But yeah, just trying to do some work. And yeah, then I guess we'll go for another walk. Oh, you like that word, do ya? We have just been out for 2 hours on a big walk. Walk. Bless him. Just had a call from Lauren. She's just coming back up the towpath, so let's go see her. Here she is, with her cart and all her bags. Hello, baby. Give me a kiss. All of our clothes washing. We do have, thanks to your mum, we do have a washing machine, but it's not working. So how many loads did you do?
4 loads. She said like we had more clothes than her.
And I'm very grateful to have such a wonderful mother-in-law, because I missed out on the Sunday roast today because I didn't go with Lauren. So she packed me a Sunday roast: Yorkshires, potatoes, stuffing, parsnip, vegetables, and even a pot of gravy. Aren't I lucky? Sunday roast, and I've not even had to cook it, and there's not even any washing up. Lucky man. Lauren's back. Rain jackets are on. Going for a nice drizzly morning walk into the field. We're happy to have you back.
I'm happy to be back.
The ball has gone in the water. He's contemplating whether to go and swim and get it, aren't you, Shanti? What are we thinking? Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. Don't worry, we got plenty more in the boat.
All right, Papa G's coming to the rescue. He's happy boy. I was half hoping that you're going to fall in then.
So as the weather is starting to change, we are prepping to get the fire back going, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. I've actually been meaning to do this since the beginning of summer because it got a little bit dirty and then rust started to grow on it. What I'm doing right now is I've just got this steel wire brush. Well, no, it's a
Steel wool, I think it's called.
steel wool. Shanti wants to have a look at it. And just getting any excess rust off the surface. Giving it a good old clean.
This is actually a new fire. When we first got the boat, we had a different fire in here.
Yeah.
And we
it
always
never got rusty.
it never got rusty, but we always felt like it smelt a bit when we were using it. Like we had a few carbon monoxide scares. So we had someone come and look at it. And they noticed that this bit was like completely back and it was a really bad fire hazard, so we had to get this one installed. And this is actually a repurposed Morso squirrel, isn't it? Like a guy takes them and then he repurposes them, which makes them a bit cheaper.
It does, but I reckon it was a very rusty one to begin with, and that's why it just gets so rusty really easily, because it's just coming through from the butt, from underneath, just seeping through. Getting as much off as we can, and then we're going to get some of this polish, and we are going to polish her up, make her nice and black.
When we changed the fire as well, we took the opportunity to retile all down here and retiled all of this. Really happy with the way it looks actually.
Now we're going to get some more polish on.
Are you just guessing how to do this?
No, I did watch a little video. This is so fun. It's like colouring in.
Glad you're having a good time.
Oh yeah. It's like cleaning in a way. It's just like it's making it all black and shiny. It makes me feel good. Look at that, brand spanking, nice and shiny.
Looks epic.
Final job is to get the spray can and spray the bottom part of this flue. When we actually sprayed this, the grass was a bit wet, so it was really hard to not get the bottom part wet that it was sitting on. So I reckon that's why it's come off a bit. So I need to find a dust sheet, because spray is going to go everywhere.
Nice, clean, polished fire. Oh look, there's us in the mirror. Come here.
Horse manure, I'd like to get some horse manure for this year's garden.